Hello, welcome back to Star Citizen, which may have surprised some of you. I'll actually see a video of that again. Let's not waste too much time trying to explain everything. The basic baseline is I was gone for about a year to a different country, so I wasn't able to bring my my desktop PC with me, which is the only thing capable of handling that I have. So I couldn't play it for a while. Also, there weren't really any major updates for a while. So I just didn't play it, but I was still following the progress. Right now, there's still not the next major update available yet, which is 3.0. However, it seems like it might happen rather sooner than later. So I thought it would be nice in this kind of weird week where there's no Settlers 3 to, you know, revisit some Star Citizen and have some fun there. So let's actually go to the PTU. We're already there. Just wanted to, you know, save some time on the basic stuff here, you know, get a ship and get places. So let's actually get places, like investigate that signal over there. There's still similar kinds of missions. I think I did most of them. There's this one investigative mission that has multiple possible outcomes. There's the signal processing stations that are being attacked by one side, and that the other side would try to realign and make usable again. And then there's Tessa's fancy investigation missions where you have to go to a waypoint that's far away and take a look at what's happening there, which is what we're doing now again. Another thing that I should mention. Oh, wait a sec, what's going on there? There's someone way over there in a... What's that, a freelancer? Not entirely sure. One thing that is new is on these waypoints that Tessa sends us, there's multiple possible targets, also multiple possible enemies. Oh joy. That's always fun. Let's take care of the one that spawned as we got here. Oh god, this is a lot of enemies. This may end up pretty horrible for me. Just saying. Yeah, but we have to take care of these enemies before we investigate the beacon. Because otherwise, they'll shoot us down. Also, the ones that have actually watched episodes before may be surprised of an additional thing, which is, why are you flying an M50 in the PTU all of a sudden? I thought you were kind of a 300 series guy and were always relying on your trusty 315. That's totally true, but the 315 is not in a very good place, and it hasn't been in a very good place for, like, at least the past 2 years. And it is kind of scheduled for repurposing and for a major revision of the entire design. But doing that has been discussed for like at least a year in the forums, but it hasn't happened yet. So I decided to try it out again now that I'm back here, and wait a sec. And after I did that, I figured that's really not what I want to do, because just having basic one-on-one fights with the AI can end up pretty horrible for you, because the ship is way too big for its maneuverability, and while it does fit up a couple more weapons than this one, it's really not worth it, because the ship has a really big ass. Yeah, I don't mean that in a very negative sense, but it's kind of a problem in space fights, because you always get your ass kicked, literally. So well, I decided to go for the M50 instead. Basically, applied an upgrade that I had already laying around, which replaced my 350p with the M50, which is still a fancy-looking Origin Jumpworks ship. But it's smaller, so it doesn't need to get hit quite as often. Still, I feel like I'm the only one fighting here against like 3 enemies at least. Which might not end very well for me. But that's Star Citizen life for you. Let's try it at least. But it might take a moment. since we only have 2 small guns. The only 300 series ship that is not in a terrible place is the 350, basically only because it has such a high engine power that just based on your speed you might not get hit quite as often, but also hitting things yourself isn't quite as trivial because at that speed, you know, you're just zooming past stuff and missiles aren't quite as effective as they used to be, so... Oh god, what's it now? Do I get another missile? Yes, no, maybe? Yes. 2! What crazy guys. God damn it. Yay! Okay, at least I tried. Yes. In one-on-one fights, the ship does a pretty decent job. I've killed basically every AI ship there is up until the Cutlass, which takes a while because the Cutlass has like insane shields has like insane shields by comparison, and is and also it takes a lot of shots before it finally goes down. But 1-on-1 this ship is fine, but 3-on-1 with enemies that also use missiles and somehow can use missiles effectively, which as a player is not quite as simple anymore. Yeah, okay. Right, so let's get ship back. I'll have to pay a very small fee in order to get it back. Or I would have to wait for a minute, but I'm not really interested in that. One thing that also drove me away from the 300 series is that whenever you got your ass handed to you, you also had to wait for 7 freaking minutes. Yeah, you would have seen. If I wouldn't want to pay, I would have had to wait for like a little more than an hour, not 7 minutes. And the price for accelerating that time was like insane, like almost the entire money that you make with a decent mission around here, and it's not guaranteed that you'll actually be able to make it through a mission. So yeah, it's like I thought, yeah, I can take this kind of kicking, or I can do something about it. So I decided to do something about it. I mean, a M50 is still pretty fun to fly. Even though sometimes it has weird issues that it doesn't go straight up, but rather, well, side face. Anyway, so I guess that point is kind of not something where we want to go to. Let's check if there's other assignments available, where there may be less enemies around. Right, let's repair a comm array then. Haven't done that in a while. Should be fun. Let's go there. Since there's always one AI pilot that appears whenever someone arrives near the quest objective, if people don't manage to kill them, they'll just linger around and there'll become more and more of them. So probably for this one there were already other people. At some point someone died, and from that point everyone basically had a very tough job. Speaking of tough jobs, there's a Cutlass. Yeah, I'm not sure why I get Cutlasses all the time, but sure, let's check out a Cutlass. Because why not? It's fun, right? Right? It's not quite as fun, but oh, come on. That target indicator doesn't do a very good job, I gotta say. I need to lead it a little bit further even to actually hit it. The aim is to get its shields down and then kill one of the engines. For some reason, whenever one of the engines is down, the entire ship becomes like unmaneuverable. So we're gonna try and go for that. No. I also have missiles that I could try and use. Though I have doubts if it'll hit, and even if it does, it doesn't seem to be able to do too much damage to it anyway. But this one didn't even bother to hit.
You messed up now, Scav.
I want to say let's try another one, but apparently the missile was still going, so I was manually detonating it instead of arming the next one.
Still.
Nope, that missile didn't go anywhere either. And we're out of it. We only have 2. And the class 1 missiles all have some weird issues. Like, the EM missile does get a target every now and then, but the damage is pretty pathetic. The heat-seeking one that the ship is normally equipped with, it can't really target ships most of the time for some reason, because unless they have a specific amount of heat signature already, you can't just target enemies to begin with. So that's kind of weird. I think something that should be mentioned here is that the game is in kind of a weird state at the moment. See, I managed to kill one of the engines, so now it's down. Well, it's not moving anymore. But as I said, it takes quite a few more shots after this, and my guns need to regenerate a bit.
Let's see how tough you are. Big mistake.
Let's also kill the other engine, just for funsies, right? Not sure why the shields are getting back up, but maybe I should take a look somewhere if the Cutlass has any specific weak points that you could exploit. Like, you know, kill the cockpit and then the whole ship goes down, maybe. Damn it. So what else can I probably hit? Let's try hitting the cockpit.
Hold still.
I am, but for some reason you don't seem to be taking advantage of that fact. I wonder why. Why is it registering the hits one? I don't really know. No, it's okay. Yay! That took long enough. Anyway, the whole game is in kind of a weird state at the moment because there's someone here. Apparently not, but I do get some weird audio cues. Interesting. Well, what I was trying to say is the game is in kind of a weird point right now, because a lot of the systems that will be introduced in 3.0 will kind of solve a lot of the issues that the game has right now and create new problems because they're new systems, right? Which is why it's currently in the pre-alpha test. Apparently, some players have already been playing it, it seems. And anyway, so this game has kind of a lot of issues that if you try to address them, always say, yeah, but 3.0 will fix it when it comes. And, well, that argument has been going around for like the last months, like at least half a year. So if you go into the game right now, expect quite a bit of frustration because they didn't bother to balance the final versions because, well, 3.0 will hit and then everything will be amazing. Right. So, that was that. Want to try the crazy fight again? No, I doubt we're gonna do that. Let's actually try something else instead. Let's try to find a wreck to explore. A wreck. To actually show something that I haven't shown before, I think. So where's this audio coming from? As I said, game is in kind of a weird state at the moment. So let's get to Yela. I think I've been there before, and I've also spent a lot of time there at a point where there weren't officially wrecks there to try and find some of them. Because rumor had it that that there were like ghost ships there that you could pilot. Well, I haven't been able to reproduce any of that. Let's try and follow. There's a blink over there, so let's find the blink and find the goobly goop, you know? Alright, so at least it's quiet now. Whew. Well, there's a few other things that you can do these days. Or at least with these days I mean since I last brought up an episode of this game, which has been like at least for 1.5 years, I think, something like that. There's actually a second base where you can land that's around here, where if you are a criminal, a petty criminal, you know, you can land there, buy some stuff, and you know, be a criminal. I don't know. I don't feel like a criminal in this game, so I haven't actually been there. I've tried to find it as a, you know, as a good guy, but I haven't really been able to figure out where it is. So there's that. You can buy some equipment, like you can buy a gun that you can keep after respawns. You can buy you can buy a better outfit and clothing that you'll also keep, but only the last ones that you have equipped. You don't have a wardrobe or anything or any semblance of inventory. You just have stuff that you have equipped right now, which will also be solved with item 2.0, which is of course coming with Star Citizen 3.0. So yeah, I think you already heard that excuse before today, so there it is again. Alright, let's take a look around. I'm also taking a look at other things, because sometimes you just happen to find, you know, wrecks. Like, one of the more fun things that you can do, like, like you probably get tired of the missions that exist after, you know, 1 to 2 hours, and then you say, what else is there right now? One of the more fun things that you can do is roleplay multi-crew ships. Like, find people that have multi-crew ships, and then have one guy fly, another one use the guns, and another one coordinating everything. That's really fun. Like, go somewhere and then try to coordinate your move through a station via local chat, which of course, since everyone can read it, will bring other people who are bored into the game, will try to kill you. Or do other fun things with you, so that's really enjoyable. I had one of these experiences pretty recently, and I was kind of sad that I didn't actually bother to record it. But before, you don't really know how long that'll take and how well that'll end up being. But it was really good. Like, we had like 4 people in a constellation plus an escort ship, and we had lots of fun. Just, you know. We didn't really earn many of the alpha currency that we already have. We didn't do many missions per se, but we did really have fun just doing random stuff, you know? That's good. And I think the game, as I mentioned, has a lot of issues right now, but I think the core principles are pretty much fun enough that you'll like to do it. I'm quiet now because I'm hearing stuff. So there was another red light somewhere around. At least until I came here. Where is it? Where are you, red light? Red light! Where are you? You're hiding. I see that. That's a star. That's not blinking. It's behind that rock. Alright. Wait.
Do yourself a favor.
Enemy contact.
Turn around.
That's a Gladius. In my opinion, one of the more dangerous ones, because their projectile cannons that we're hearing right now are pretty accurate, and they also are able to pierce through shields. So that's kind of bothersome for a ship that has basically speed as its defense, plus a little bit of paper-thin shields. So, well. what you're aiming at, though.
Refreshing shields.
Damn it! Why does everybody have to point back?
Shields at full strength.
Keep quiet. That was like the first shots of mine that hit. But I don't like fighting in this asteroid field because the M50 had a better maneuverability and less drag before.
Shields.
Big mistake.
Shields at full strength.
Come on. Yeah. Sadly, I don't have any missiles anymore. Should have maybe tried to replenish my supply along the way. But I didn't, as he mentioned. Come on. Come on, just die, man.
You messed up now, Scav.
Refreshing shields.
Yeah.
Shields at full strength.
Of course, you have missiles, and they'll probably hit and kill me if I just try to ignore him.
Refreshing shields.
Come on. It's also a little bit sad that I don't see if I have damaged him already and by how much. Sometimes that works, other times it just says, nope, screw that. Not gonna work this time. But as I said, his particle weapon is pretty dangerous. My cockpit is already pretty dented, and if it goes out fully, then I'm toast.
Refreshing shields.
Why do we need to do this stray fast, man? They have more missiles. Sure.
Refreshing shields.
Did you crash into somewhere? I'm not gonna question it, but that was a weird end to a weird ass fight. Well, so much about that. There was a beep somewhere, though. Where did you go, beep? God damn it! Now I need to pick it up again after that dogfight. La 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 la. Where was it? Did we move so far away that I don't even see it anymore? I find that to be weird. No, it's not this one. It's just a crater. I don't know if I find the big bennies, then I could try and go from there. But I don't see the bennies either. You know what? This was a weird ass episode, so I'm just gonna make it more weird ass and just end it right here in the middle of nowhere where I was trying to find some stuff to showcase, you know, looting things, but didn't manage to get that done even. So yeah, Star Citizen is probably not gonna become a regular series any point soon, unless 3.0 hits, and 3.0 is amazing, which it probably will be, but it's not here. There's a beacon, damn it. So as I said, it will probably not become a, you know, regular series or something anytime soon. It's just this week was like kind of a weird week, so I thought, why not bring some weird stuff back, you know? Can still hear the big bennies from here. Fun. So where do we find? There's a green. There's some green, you know, and the red there's a green, and then there's also orange, you know. Let's investigate the green. It's not like I really need money for anything. I mean, I could buy the very heavy armor just cause, but probably won't. This is a gun. Right now I have a ballistic rifle that I'll always have. Let's try and figure out what this one is. This is the energy rifle. With this I can, you know, snipe fools. Like, where's my ship? Where is my ship? Was already destroyed. No, it probably wasn't. There. But theoretically, if I were like an evil person, I could just wait here with this rifle in hand and wait until some idiot just leaves his ship there and just, you know, kill it. I could probably kill my ship with this weapon if I just randomly shoot at it, so let's not. Let's take a look at if there's anything else around here. This is a wreck of something. Not entirely sure of what, but let's go inside. Or try to at least. Appears to be a wreck of a starfarer. Hello, what do we have here? Big bennies. Sadly, I can't pick these up, I think. But I found myself a nice cache of big bennies, and I think this is a good end to this episode. So off screen I can go and make myself a good old meal full with big bennies. Well, there's parts of the ship I'm missing. Destroyed, probably. Was there something else outside? Sometimes in these wrecks you find cacheable stuff, like you can just randomly find alcohol, which gives you some money when you pick it up. I don't think the bennies will give you any money, which is very sad indeed, but it is what it is. That was where I got the gun. Is there somewhere? I do see some greens. When you see a green light, then you probably should always investigate it, because those are the things. It's probably a reflection from that over there, right? Yeah, but this was definitely a starfarer at some point. Now it's a big hunk of rubble. What's that? Have I already investigated this? Looks like another weapon cache. Yeah. Oh, this is the same weapon that I just let go. Can I get it in there somewhere? Let's try and figure that out. It needs to be somewhere in there. Not sure if it's healthy with all the static discharge and stuff. But we can go in there, you know. Wait, let's try and get into a position where we're actually seeing things. Hello? So I picked up ammo, I think. No, cigars. Cigars, of course. Alright, got some cigars for that big bennies, and there's more big bennies here. Right. Let's take a further look inside. Nope. That's going nowhere. That's a shame. Anyway, but I think that's enough for today. I hope you gained some matter of picture of the game. The main point is we shouldn't totally forget about it, because apparently there may be some major improvements coming our way soon. Trademark, whenever soon really is. There's some people that claim that it's even in this month, but I'll believe it when I see it, to be honest. But we'll maybe see more of Star Citizen in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.